G'day there, Phil here. In this video, I'm going to share with you a very simple strategy that I use with all of my financial coaching clients to help them save literally hundreds of dollars on their gift giving every year. Now, today is October the 25th, which means we have just 2 months to go till Christmas. So I thought this was a good time to share this spreadsheet and this strategy with you, because I know that the Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales are just around the corner, and I'm hoping that you have a chance to get this strategy in place before you start spending on Christmas. Now, I do want to take this moment just before we get stuck into the spreadsheet, just to say, if you're in a family, can I encourage you to have an awareness that there are plenty of others right now that are struggling financially. We all know that the cost of living has gone up significantly. We all seen the interest rate rises. We've all seen fuel prices go up and grocery prices go up and the electricity and the gas and so many other things. And there are so many people feeling the pinch right now. So all I'm asking is that you just have an awareness that, if you're a gift giver and you love giving good gifts to people and you can afford it, fantastic. But just have an awareness that not everyone else is in that situation. And so I think it's worth having a conversation within families, having a conversation with friendship groups to say, hey, maybe we can just cut it back a bit. Maybe we can put a lid on what we spend on each other so that we're taking the pressure off others that simply aren't in a position to give but feel obligated to do so. So just my hobby horse for the moment, but I'm seeing this all the time. I've seen it obviously for 20 years, but right now where things are so much tighter financially, it's a good time just to realize that even if we're in a good position, maybe others aren't. Okay, so let me get on with it though. What we've got here is a very, very simple spreadsheet. The first sheet here is just coming up with your gifts list of who am I going to spend on, who am I going to buy presents for throughout this next year. Now, of course, we're talking about Christmas predominantly right now, but we've got birthday on the list and we've also got others on the list. So you're writing down a list of everyone you're going to buy presents for. You can see down here, I've also added other, because each year there are going to be people that get married or engaged or have babies that we can't predict at the beginning of the year, but we should probably put others in there just in case. But Christmas, that's obvious. How much are we going to spend on each person on each occasion? Birthday, how much are we going to spend on each person on each occasion? And then other is things like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, anniversaries, people having babies, people getting married, people leaving work, whatever it might be. But this is going to give you an opportunity to put money aside. Now, this is important for a couple of reasons, because when we look at each gift in isolation, we go, okay, well, that's not too much money. But when we multiply that $50 or that $100 by 20, 30, 40 people, it suddenly adds up to a significant amount of money, more than most of us would have actually anticipated that we would spend on gifts. So it come down here, you can see that each column is added up. And then we've also got the total, and then we've got the monthly figure. So how much do we need to put aside every month? Now, for those of you that aren't using Grandma's Jars, in my Grandma's Jars budgeting software, what we do is we actually identify all these gifts across the course of the year, and then every month we're putting aside 1/12 of those gifts, so that when that time turns up, whether it's Christmas or whether it's birthdays, whatever, the money is just sitting there ready to go. We're not trying to fit all of Christmas spending into our December income. We've actually spread it across the whole year so that there's no stress come Christmas. The money is just there ready to go. So once we've filled in this worksheet here, what we then want to do is this will actually populate, self-populate, so all the Christmas allocation will come through. All the names are there that you're going to spend on, the amount of money you're going to spend on them. And then what I would strongly recommend that you do is just take some time to sit down and work out, what am I going to buy each person? The best way to reduce what you spend on gifts is actually to give it some thought, to think about what is it this person wants, what is going to be meaningful to them, and then target that specifically. Very often without a plan, what happens is we, in the absence of thought, we actually spend more money. So by actually taking the time to sit down, write down what each person would be a great gift for each person, by taking that time, we ultimately save ourselves significantly more money. And so it's a bit of a furphy to say I don't have the time to do that, because you're either going to sacrifice the time to do the list, or you're gonna sacrifice some money because you end up overspending or spending on gifts that really the person didn't even want in the first place. So going through this process, write the gift idea, and then as you actually start to spend, you get to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, start writing down, well, how much should I actually spend? And what you'll see and I need to change the formatting on this here, which I'll do before you get to see it, is this will then show you whether you spent more or less than that person, and importantly, where you stand overall. Of course, there's going to be some people you might spend, like for instance up here, we've got Leanne. I might end up spending 110 on her, but Hannah only spent 90. So overall, I'm in a situation where I'm still on budget, and that is fine. So having this is just going to help you be purposeful with the way that you shop. It's going to help you budget and then spend to that budget so that you can have a real sense of peace about what you're spending, and it doesn't come as a rude shock when all the bills start arriving in January. So we've got the birthday list, and then we've got the other list. Okay, so hopefully that's been helpful. Somewhere around here, there is a link that you can click to download your own copy of this spreadsheet. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. But please take the time to do this thoroughly, because yes, it's an investment of time, but that time will give you a huge return on investment in terms of the money you save on your gift giving over the next 12 months. So take care. I'll talk to you soon.